Hello and welcome to Great Craps. I wanted to add a little intro to my next video, considering the original intent of the video. It was shot a couple months ago during DiceCon. It's a perfect scenario to go along with Chiro from Minmo Yo's. Here's the deal. I have my own version of this called a great scenario, or in some cases a not so great scenario. And I just happen to have a really awesome circumstance happen to me while I was in Vegas for DiceCon. And immediately the next morning, with Chiro in mind, shot the video in my hotel room telling the story. This is before the events of his passing, and I had actually reached out to Chiro to try and collaborate and do sort of a guest, here's the deal. He and I doing an interview style or something along those lines. But before we could do any of that, the events that befell him. And so I have debated quite a bit on releasing this video. But all in all, I think it would be disservice to Chiro to not release it. And so with great debate and well wishes, here's the video. Uncut in its original entirety, just the same way I sent it to Chiro. Enjoy. And here's to you, Idmoyo.
Hello and welcome to Great Craps. This is a not so great scenario. So let me set it up for you. You're at Circus. You played the roll to win table. It's $5. Didn't do so well. Decided to take a break, go and play Bubble. Play Bubble for a little bit. You're still not doing that great, but you haven't lost any more money. You're just not making any headway. You're there for a little while and you look up, and where you're sitting at the Bubble table is facing the roll to win table, and there's no one at the roll to win table. So you cash out, you go over to the roll to win table, buy in for what you just cashed out for, roll. You get a nice warm-up roll, 6 rolls, 47 out. Nobody's still on the table, so it's just you. You're shooting again. So you go ahead and put $1 on the all, tall, small, $3, and start playing your normal strategy, which for me is the 6, 7, and 8. So matching them out on the DP as I've got on the 6 and 8, and then I spread out to the numbers as I take some hits. I play on that roll to win table. I play that for $5 instead of proper 6 because it pays a penny and you don't have to bet proper on that machine. And so you get about, I don't know, 9 or 10 rolls in, maybe 11, and you realize, hey, where's my phone? And then it hits you that you left your phone over at the Bubble Crafts machine. And you can see it in your eye line, just right there. So you look at the dealer and you say, whoa, wait a minute. I got to go run and check something. He nods. Run over there and check. Your phone is not there. Look all around as quick as you can. Not there. Come back. Double check the table you're at just to make sure you didn't set it somewhere weird, underneath on the drink shelf or anything like that. Check pockets, everything, no phone. At this point, you have hit a decent amount of numbers for the all, tall, small. You're about 3/4 of the way through the small. You got about 2 numbers left. Same thing on the tall. You got about 2 numbers left. You roll again. You need a 4. That's all you need now for the small. You roll 3 more times, you hit the 4. You're panic mode though. At this point, it is in your head like, where is my phone? What do you do? Still got money on all tall small. What do you do? And you're the only shooter. Nobody at the table still. What do you do? So I think that's a pretty not so great scenario. And a great, here's the deal for Chiro. I'll go ahead and tell you what I did. So I went ahead with the roll. And sure enough, the next roll, I hit the 4. And then proceeded to hit the 4 like 3 more times. But I'm in panic mode at this point, and I don't like to try and bet or do anything like that when I've got bad juju going on or anything like that. I'm not superstitious. It gets in my headspace, and I can't think and focus and concentrate on the game in front of me, and I start making mistakes and errors. So I usually, when big distractions, crazy things like that come up, I usually walk away. But I had the point set at 9, and the next roll I hit the 9. And so I'm still the shooter, and I go to cash out, and I can't cash out because I'm still the shooter. The cash out button's not even lit. And I look at the dealer, and I'm like, how do I cash out? And he's like, you're still the shooter, and you got money on the ATS still. And sure enough, I still got, I won the small, but I still got the all and the tall. And so the only way to clear it is roll 7. So I took down my 6 and 8 and went ahead and just put a pass line bet down and rolled for the 7. And I'll be damned if I didn't get all the way up there to all I needed was the 11. Rolled and rolled and rolled, and I went 28 rolls. Fortunately, didn't feel too bad about it because I didn't hit too many more 6s and 8s from that point on. So it wouldn't have made me money on the strat that I was playing, other than hitting that all. That would have been $150 plus the other 30 on the tall. So 180 right there. That would have been really nice, and add to yin yang to the not so great scenario of where the hell is my phone. But I just tried to roll for the 7, and I could not for my life roll a damn 7 until roll 28. 28 rolls. Also, my best roll ever. I also should add, this roll to win table is the only one that I know of where they let you shoot from what would normally be stick right 1 or stick left 1. There is no stick on that side. The stick's on the other side. So you're in the middle of the table, and it's so short. It's so short. It's like rolling on my small table at home. My small table at home is only 6 to 7 feet, and it's just right there, right there, right there. Such an easy toss, and it's plexiglass with that little bit of rubber film on top, so the dice just stop right when they hit the table. And I don't know, it's a great table to play on. It has never been nice to me 3 or 4 times that I've played it, but I still like it. It's fun. It's a fun table to play. Now, remember, you're at Circus Circus. It's on the north end of the strip. Circus Circus is one of the oldest hotel casinos there is in Vegas. It's kind of the seedy end of the strip. That might change here in the next 6 months or so with the opening of the Fontainebleau. They're trying to clean up Circus Circus, but it does attract the lesser crowd. A lot of locals, a lot of nefarious looking characters that would be very inclined to just walk away with your phone. So what I did is at first I went to the pit boss after I 7'd out. I cashed out. I went to the pit boss and I asked, hey, did anybody turn in a phone? He checked. No one turned in a phone there, but he told me to go to the security cage. So I went one more time back over to the bubble just to triple check to make sure it hadn't fallen on the floor or something like that. I was in kind of a rush when I looked before. Sure enough, nothing there. I didn't think at that time to ask some of the players around there, hey, did anybody see a phone? There weren't a lot of players in the area, but I didn't think. My headspace is all jacked up. So I went over to the cash cage. There's nobody at the security booth. Went over to the cash cage, asked the cash cage, hey, does anybody turn in a phone? No, but we can call security for you, and they'll come over to the booth there. And if someone has, they'll have it. I wait like the longest 30 minutes of my life. I am glad no one is trying to rob the cash cage at this point. I think that's the only thing that would have gotten a better response from security, but it took them 30 minutes to come to this little booth across from the cash cage and answer whether they had my phone or not. I got so antsy, I went back over to the table. Then it occurred to me, oh, hey, like, go see if anybody around it. The first guy I talked to, non-English speaker. I've been in foreign countries before, and it's always entertaining to try to have a conversation in English with someone who does not speak English. And I did the phone sign. Apparently, that for whatever culture he's from, this doesn't mean phone. I don't know. Who knows? But none of that worked. I gave up on him. Went around to the other side, looked at the table there, and tapped the guy on the shoulder. Said, "Hey, man, have you been playing here for a while?" And he's like, "Yeah, like an hour or so." I said, "Did anybody find a phone?" He's like, "Oh, you're the guy with the phone." Yep. Yeah. Somebody found it and security took it. And so security has it. And that was a huge sigh of relief. That was about 15 minutes. And I still had to go back and wait like another 15 minutes for security to show up. But finally, after about 30 minutes, they showed up. And right there in the booth, in the drawer, my phone. So, with that stroke of bad luck, followed by, I guess you could say, good luck, I called it even and went and cashed my ticket and rolled from Circus Circus. And then immediately thought, this needs to be a here's the deal, or my version, a great, in this case, not so great scenario. So, Mo, here you go, buddy. I hope you like it. And go ahead and use it. We can do it on Zoom or whatever. I can retell this story. I think it's an awesome story, and it is. What would you do? What would you do? What if you had way more money than I had on it? I was playing a low roller. I think I only put in $100 to start with. When I came back with that ticket, I was at like 87 or 88. I did cash back up to $100, so that sort of worked out. I guess maybe that 28 roller helped me out, but because before I hit the panic button, I had made a few hits and everything. So it is what it is, I guess. But it would be interesting to see what everybody says they would do. It'd be, how valuable is your phone? I'm in Vegas at this point, almost by myself. My wife is leaving early the next morning. She and the kids have already gone back to our hotel for the night. I ran into a guy and asked him if I could use his phone and tried calling her. She did not answer. I tried calling my own phone, of course. No one answered. It was in the drawer in the security booth. What do you do? What do you do? It's ultimate panic mode scenario while you're playing. So thanks for watching. Hope you like it.